In life, we make a million decisions every day. In my life, I have tried to consider a few things in every decision that I make. First, how will this affect me? Second, how will this affect those that I love? And third, how will this affect my relationship with God? Through my many mistakes in life, I have learned that making decisions based only on how things will affect me often leads to negative effects on my loved ones and my relationship with God. However, when my relationship with God is put first in a decision, I have failed to find a time when my loved ones have not grown spiritually from that decision. When I was young, it was hard for me to see church as anything other than a place where I enjoyed my weekly meal of graham crackers and apple juice, and I had to dress up as an animal and talk about something called heifer. But of course, through my spiritual growth and confirmation, I found out who I am and how much I have truly been affected by God through my adolescence. I have been lucky. God has given me parents who push me to be spiritual with God, but have also given me the freedom to choose my own beliefs. This freedom helped give me a chance to determine my own opinions on religion and base my beliefs off my own experiences and feelings rather than having it blindly shoved upon me. Being able to choose how I see the Lord has made it easier for me to follow his commandments. Like in Psalms 1, verses 1 through 3, I do believe that I have prospered, not because of the house I live in or the college I'm going to, but because of the friendships I have made and the people I have helped throughout my life. To me, these relationships are what God intends for us to have when he says that if we follow him, we will prosper. I do not follow God in order to make a lot of money or drive a fancy car. I follow God because his morals have helped me realize what is really important to me and what it means to prosper. Although it's far from over, I thank God, the church, my family, and my friends for helping me along my spiritual journey so far. Thank you.
A farmer went out to sow his seeds. As he was scattering the seeds, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop, 160 or 30 times what was sown.
When I first heard this, it was when I took a part in the musical Godspell directed by Cynthia Crass here at church. To be honest, it meant nothing to me. It was just another line that had to be said. When writing the speech, I realized that I could use it to describe my life and the people in it. So let's just say I'm this awesome seed, and a farmer went out to sow his seeds, and he was scattering the seeds, and some fell along the path. It was trampled on, and the birds ate it up. There have been times in my life where I felt like this seed, being trampled on, but not necessarily picked on. It wasn't always people that would trample me. It was school. And I hate to admit it, sometimes it could be my parents. They never bullied me, but they were hard on me, just as every other parent is. This line from the parable of the sower mainly represents the first 5 years of my life. I was brought out into this world on a path, and know it was not an easy path, and I know I do not remember much of it, but it's part of who I am today. Some fell on rocky ground, and when it came up, the plants withered because they had no moisture. This reminds me of those times where I felt like everything in my life was going great, but something had to come and ruin that. It's almost as if life doesn't let you be happy all the time, and so it decides to put a speed bump on your path and happiness and success. Other seeds fell among thorns, which grew up and it choked the plants. There have been many times in my life where I felt where I was being choked. Not literally, but too many people would ask me to do things and I would just get stressed. School also made me feel that way, and the way you feel when you just need air and space. Lastly, other seeds fell in good soil. It came up and yielded a crop 100 times more than was sown. This is me today. Can you believe it has been 6 years that I have taken part in this Youth Sunday and watched seniors come and go, and now it's my turn? It has not hit me yet that I will be attending college next year at the University of Laverne. It has been a long 4 years and a short 4 years. Long because of all the drama, bad homework, boring readings, waking up early, and all the other things that hit us in high school. It has been short because of all the lifelong friendships and lasting memories, and the truly interesting and amazing things we learned between the occasional bits of hard work. Good or bad, long or short, I will always remember First United Methodist Church and the amazing people that are here. I can't say I've spent as many hours as some of our youth have spent here, but I know every problem I have overcome, there has been someone to help me. Whether it was Chris, Rio, or Wesley helping me out with youth stuff, or just having fun together, or Gabby and I having sleepovers and watching as many scary movies as we could until we freaked out. My support net ranged and still ranges from my loving mom, who has done everything for me and who I know will always be there in the good or bad times. My friends in the youth group and outside, to my teachers, youth counselors, and most of all, Allison. Sorry. Allison has been almost like a second mother to me, to all of us, I think. And pretty soon she'll have her own little girl. Today is the day, the last 18 years of my life. Everything I have been through has led me to the day I graduate and move to college. Just 4 years ago, all of us were awkward teenagers ready to embark on the long journey of high school. 4 years is a long time, but it seems like it just happened yesterday. Elementary school, middle school, high school, it all feels like it happened in a flash. 13 years of grade school, 18 years of life, 6 years of youth, and just 1 day to graduate. I'm not going to say my high school experience was perfect. I'm not going to say I didn't have some regrets or missed opportunities, but every one of us went through the good times and the rough patches. But I wouldn't trade my high school experience for anything else. Everything has happened to me, and everything I've been through makes me who I am today. And it's these experiences and life lessons that I have learned which I will take with me to the next steps of my life. I love this youth group so much and couldn't have asked for a better group of people. We have grown up together, we know something about each other, we can look at one another, and a lifetime of memories flashes before our eyes. I can't tell you how blessed I feel, how much I appreciate growing up with you guys, and I can proudly say that I'm very appreciative to be a part of the class of 2014. We have been in each other's lives for years, and in a few months we'll all be moving on. I hope to keep in touch with this youth group and the people in it, because without everyone here, I would not have been able to do it on my own. Thank you.
I chose Philippians 4:13 that says, I can do anything through God who strengthens me, because it is an integral part of my faith journey. Growing up at FUMC, I went to church, but honestly did not believe in the idea of God. I remember thinking, I can't see him. Where is he? How does he exist? But growing older, facing challenges and adversities that we all feel at some point, I've come to realize that there are things that happen in our lives that can only be explained by God. He comes into our lives in a variety of different times, places, and moments, and is there with us along our journeys. Through a few talks with my assistant basketball coach, he reminded me that God has a path for each of us to lead, and I know that through praying and believing in him, that I do have the strength to do anything because he is watching over and protecting me through any struggles or times of adversity. I know he will be with me as I continue along my path. The FUMC youth group has played a similar role in my life. I started going to youth as a 7th grader, and I've had countless experiences at youth camp, confirmation weekend, the Cinderella musical, and 3 choir tours to San Diego, Central California, and of course, Hawaii. Although I haven't been at youth much this past year, I have always cherished my time here and all the friends that I have made, and especially the confidence it gave me to know that I had a solid support group at church.
My name is Gabby. I am currently senior. I'm graduating in July, and I go to CIS, and I'll be going to LA Trade Tech in the fall. Instead of writing a sermon, I made a painting, which is back there. But I wanted to say that this church is like a home to me. I realize that even more coming here every day to work on it. And the youth group and everyone else are like a family to me, and I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have them. In my painting, I also included the proverb. It meant a lot to me. I don't know, it struck a chord. Yeah. People who I also would like to dedicate the painting to is my mom, Allison, and my friends in the youth group. Thank you.
I started when I was younger as one of your typical Creasters, only going to Christmas and Easter services. I was that guy. For a while, we skipped around trying to find churches. We tried to find the perfect one with a good youth group for me and my brother to go to. And we found this one, and it's been great. I attended almost every Sunday school of my 6th grade year, and then the following year, I joined youth group and immediately went to Camp Sky Meadows with the youth group, and I never felt so welcomed and safe with any group before. From then on, youth group engulfed my life every Sunday and helped me find my faith. It helped me find talents I didn't know I had, like leadership, singing, acting, and much more. One of my favorite memories was with the youth group 6 years ago on my first youth summer tour. We got the chance to go on a hot air balloon, and it was scary at first knowing that nothing was holding you up except for a basket. But when you got up there, it felt like you were in a dream because it was so peaceful with no noise, and it was just you and your friends and everyone you love up there. I had never felt so close to God like I did that day. Not many people get to ride in hot air balloons. It was something I'll never forget. God gives us the power of knowledge and the power to dig deep into our faith and ask questions. Youth group has let me explore many critical subjects like acceptance, justice, religion, culture, and a lot more. The list can go on and on. Youth group has helped me learn so many things that will stick with me. I don't think I would be the same person I am today if I didn't join the youth group. One thing I have learned is to enjoy every second you have with the people you love. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring you, so stop and take a look and just look at all the blessings you have. Don't dwell on the past or be selfish. You need to be happy and enjoy life and all its wonders and joys. So live in the moment. I want to thank all the people that have helped me through my faith journey. I want to thank Hajime for being the first friend I made in youth and for always encouraged me to participate in everything. Thank you, Allison, for supporting me in everything I do and for just making youth a blast. Thank you, Mama Sue, for all the great times at Sunday school. Cynthia, thanks for introducing me to choir and pushing me to be the best I could in choir and the musicals. And thanks to all the counselors, there's a lot of you, and all the youth for making church feel like a second home to me. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for everything you've done for me. And there was never a Sunday where I didn't want to come to church. I'm going to miss it all. Thank you, everybody.
Church can mean many things for many people. For some, worship and reverence to God is most important. For others, the fellowship between members of the congregation is most impactful. For still others, a combination of the many social activities and worship opportunities are what makes their experience more valuable. For me, FUMC has meant an opportunity to meet a variety of people and get to know them on a personal, spiritual level. I come to church to be with the people I care about and to share in the many wonderful experiences of youth group. Prior to attending FUMC, I'd never clicked with any of the Sunday school groups I'd been a part of. Believe it or not, I was an incredibly shy young kid, and the feeling of introducing myself to new people was akin to having a minor heart attack. My elementary transition here at FUMC was much more promising, and I thoroughly enjoyed my experience. But before I knew it, right after settling into the routine of being a kid at the church, I was eligible for the youth group, and this was a change that was ominous for me, and I stayed away from it for a little while. It wasn't until the summer of 2011 that I took my parents up on their suggestion to get involved. As you all know, our incredibly talented drama committee puts on a summer musical each summer. And as an aspiring actress, it was the perfect opportunity for me. Sure enough, I was cast as Judas in Godspell, and my first FUMC summer musical experience motivated me to join the youth group. Each week, I found myself getting to know everyone on more personal levels, and I looked forward to sharing those last few hours of the weekend with my newest friends. These past few years have been what I consider to be my cocoon. It was this period of time that wrapped me in new knowledge and opened my eyes to a different view. Youth group has had such an emotional impact on me as a person, and I am incredibly thankful. The youth were here for me when I felt alone, supported me when I didn't have faith in myself, and made me smile on my worst days. We've sung together, performed together, learned together, and laughed together. Being with a group of people who are so accepting of myself and others has been heartwarming. I feel empowered to continue the social exploration and moral activism that I've witnessed here throughout my college years and beyond. Today, after spending these last few years growing alongside a truly awesome group of teenagers, I'm incredibly proud. FUMC Youth has taught me that religion can mean something different for everyone. It isn't so much about what you believe, but how you live your belief. As a group, we have explored issues such as global warming, bullying, gender and sexualities, culture, and even food. The atmosphere is relaxed, safe, and open to people from all walks of life. Debate and discussion is encouraged, and if there's anywhere to safely make mistakes or propose new ideas, it's here. My high school experience was one filled with realizations about myself as a human being and finding my place in the world. It wasn't always easy. I've had my trials and tribulations, as I'm sure many of you remember from high school. But the youth taught me through experience to embrace both my differences and my flaws. There has never been a time when I felt judged or isolated here for being myself. Being a youth has been such an empowering journey, and I am so proud to stand before you today with all of the knowledge I've gained. I'd like to thank the counselors for always being so supportive of both myself and the group. Your guidance, perseverance, and faith in us as individuals has inspired me to be the very best I can be. You have worked with many of us individually and helped us to find our potential as human beings. You are truly so much fun. I love you all very, very much, and I'm thankful to have gotten to know you so well. To Cynthia, I want you to know how thankful I am for your role in my growth as a performer. Your summer musicals had been such a blast and have driven my love for the stage forward. Your energy and enthusiasm for music and performance is infectious. Thanks for being such a fun person to work with. I'm incredibly grateful to have had the opportunity to learn from you. To Allison, you've been so wonderful in helping to organize and lead us crazy group of kids. Your patience, kindness, and understanding are so appreciated. Everything you do for us has your passion behind it. I know that you love what you do, and we're so lucky to have someone as awesome as you to lead the group. To Dr. Valet and CJ, you rock, guys. I'm sad to be leaving so soon into your positions leading the youth choir, but your talent has been wonderful to witness. I've enjoyed being a part of your first months here at FUMC, and I wish you all the best as you continue to nurture the talents of our youth. To my family, who many of them are sitting behind me. Your support for my interests and goals has been crucial to my coming of age. Your love keeps me going, and I couldn't be happier to be related to such a wonderful group of attractive, funny, intelligent people like yourselves. Thank you for always being there and raising my crazy self into the woman I am today. To my fellow youth, I would turn around, but, mic is in front of me. I love you all. You are such wonderful people, full of life, energy, and a drive to explore the world. I have found friendship in you for a lifetime, and I thank you for being such an amazing group with whom to spend my time. So here I am, standing at the threshold of change, and honestly, it's just as nerve-wracking as it is exciting. I will be attending the University of California, Berkeley in the fall, and although it's going to be a big transition, I could not be happier. I'm proud to look back on my achievements as a high schooler, but I feel the same level of pride knowing that I'm going to be a Cal Bear. Thank you all for your support and for being such an incredible congregation. I wish you all the best moving forward, and I love you all very much. Peace out, and go Bears.